inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Chad Ryland
Mike
to kick
Tirico,
off
Greg
for
Olson
Arizona.
with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Going to get things started. Off we go from Glendale. And he is stopped.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
So the Packers
line.
come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's the tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill it.
Still first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew
complete
Golden.
to Matthew Golden. A gain of 9. Brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
On second down, Love. Right back to Golden. He's got it again.
Love's pass.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of
13 yards on that pass play.
First down, Packers.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 3. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A couple of first downs, and the football is out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's second and 1. On play action, Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave.
Love's pass.
It'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds.
Luke Musgrave.
For the first down.
A A gain of 5.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's to the sideline and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson.
So anytime the team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So the Cardinals come out, and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019, the 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center.
A loss of a yard.
You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes,
at the 12-yard
plays are to be had.
That last run lost a yard, setting up 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here?
Automatic 1st down.
Play action. It's Murray. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end.
Murray's pass.
Get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's
a bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
Intended for
timing and trust. Critical
Incomplete.
elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll try to run for it. They get an even 20 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Play action. In there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Brings up
after
2nd
allowing a
and
chunk
17
play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. That'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up
as a route
3rd
runner,
and
once you
7.
identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well.
Pat
So
O'Donnell
on
in
fourth
punt
down,
formation.
here's Pat O'Donnell to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Packers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And wow, tough to bring down that time.
Number 8,
Surging
Josh
forward for a
Jacobs,
pickup
the ball
of
carrier.
6. Second
Akeem
down.
Davis Gaither on
This
the
just
stop.
shows why you can't count on
A
just one
7-yard
guy to
pickup.
take him down.
Brings up
He's a
second
powerful
and
enough
3
runner. You've
at the
got to have
36-yard
guys coming in
line.
support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A second down throw for Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete.
Intended for
Let me
Romeo
tell you, after the
Dobbs.
game, he should have come up with that one. He does it,
It's
and now third down comes
down.
up.
And
So the receiver
3
does everything
yards
right,
to go.
except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
From the gun, it's Love. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's
Intended for
incomplete.
Romeo
Looked
Dobbs.
like he may have got a little
Incomplete.
ahead of himself there.
It's
And it's going to bring up
fourth
4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well,
Daniel
the first
Whelan
crack comes
in
up
punt
and they fail
formation
through the
for the
air. And
Packers.
we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming.
The
It's a
Cardinals
touchback,
take over
and will
1st
come out
and
to the
10
20-yard line.
at their own 20-yard line.
Cardinals offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones.
Murray's pass.
And they'll get about
complete
half
to
of what
Zay
they needed.
Jones.
It's a pickup of 5
A
and
gain of
sets
5
up
brings up
and
2nd
5.
and 5.
So they
At
have
the
these rules for the
25-yard
receivers,
line.
Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. Non-verbal communication between the receiver
gain of
and the
20.
quarterback, recognizing
And the
when you're
Cardinals
open,
first
stay
down.
open. That's the stuff
First
that makes a
and
lot of
10
these
at the
offenses so
45-yard
difficult
line.
to defend. And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Now DeMarcado. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Carrier.
These
Micah
edge rushers, they are
Parsons on the
judged by their
tackle.
sack totals, Mike. They
No
love
gain
to
on the
rush
play.
the passer.
2nd
But they
and
have
10
responsibilities in the run
at the
game as well.
45-yard
Great
line.
job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10. They put Wilson in motion.
That's your man. That's your man.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
Harrison Jr.
It is a big gain for
It's a
Arizona.
gain of 45 yards. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end. And then the throw, you can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line.
He was brought
now
down
it's
by
second
Javon
and goal.
It's a loss of
one. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Second down, Murray. Tracked him down, that ball is out. The Packers have it. Into space. He's to midfield. Inside the 30.
Don't you just love when you get a chance to see the big guys run the ball? It takes them back to their glory days. Every one of these guys at some point when they were younger was a running back. And they might not get the ball a lot, but when they do, they try to take advantage of it. He was able to go back for a big return. Doesn't get 6, but I think it's going to take him a minute there on the sideline to catch his breath.
The Packers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and
Brandon McManus lining
take
up
advantage
for
of the short
point.
field and results in a nice touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good.
Makes the score.
And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Brandon McManus
Both
to
teams
kick off
ready
for
to go
Green
once
Bay.
more as the kick's away. Amari DiMarcado to return. And their drive will begin
The
at
Cardinals
the
take
30-yard
over
line.
1st and 10.
Here's
At
Marvin
their own
Harrison Jr.
30-yard line.
and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
30-yard line.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and
that's
10.
another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 3rd down, Murray. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 9.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Here's their punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Go play action with Love. And this is going to be caught, but they say
intended for Tucker Kraft.
So, incomplete pass.
Coverage by
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Pass complete.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Packers.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect
yard pickup.
Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that
Will
time.
Johnson there on the coverage.
And 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. And on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter.
The Cardinals take
Out comes
over
the Arizona
1st and
offense.
10.
They get ready for their next possession.
20-yard line.
We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Set up 2nd down.
The tackle by Quay Walker. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He keeps it himself.
It's a gain of 8.
I love this call, Mike.
That's
2nd
good
down
for
and short.
Cardinals.
One of the best downs in football to take a shot.
1st and 10.
Give credit to the defense. They were ready
line.
for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
The run. It's Gimercado. We're struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle
He gets
made
a
at
yard
the
out of that one.
36-yard line.
It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
That's Jones in motion. Murray now on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on the catch
And
there.
the Cardinals
It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That one downfield, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Now 2nd down throw from Murray. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat-out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
The Packers take over.
Packers offense make their way out,
at their
take
own
over once
20-yard
more.
line.
They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
It is 3rd and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals!
Touchdown, Cardinals!
What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
Chad Ryland for the extra point. The kick is good.
And the Cardinals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Chad
We're all
Ryland
time,
to
7
kick off
apiece,
for Arizona.
and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it
The
across
Packers
the
take
30.
over 1st and 10.
The Packers
At their own
offense getting things in
32-yard
order
line.
as they trot out for this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety for the Baker.
So this is where the offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback. Because this defense,
The Cardinals take over 1st
they've got
and
2
10
picks. They're
at the
starting to pick up on your
35-yard
tendencies.
line.
They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. At the throw is Murray. He's hit as he
Murray's
threw.
pass.
It goes to the
Intended for
ground, and
Michael
it's an
Wilson.
incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
They got there in
Leads to
a hurry,
2nd and
didn't they,
10
Mike? I mean,
at the
luckily for him, he
35-yard
saw that
line.
free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now give up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Cooper on the stop.
He sniffed that one out
A
from
2-yard
the
loss
jump. I
brings
mean,
up
once he
3rd
diagnosed
down
and knew
and
where the ball
12.
was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That pass to the sideline.
Murray's
Nice job
pass
to bring it in and stay in
complete
bounds,
to
but
Amari
still short
DiMercato.
of that 1st down.
A gain of
Now
only
listen,
a
I'm going to give the
yard.
guy credit. It
It's
was a
4th
really
down.
nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
So,
Chad
on 4th
Ryland
down,
on for
out
the
comes
Arizona
Chad
field
Ryland
goal.
for the Arizona
A
field goal.
52-yard attempt.
And that one not
The
going to
kick
have
is
enough
no
leg
good.
behind it.
The score
Not by
remains
a long
tied.
shot. It is no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught by Golden, right side. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards.
It's been
And
a
the
busy
Packer
first quarter for him
down.
so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Jacobs. His defense all over this one. Taking him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Love. They've got it with second down coming up. A throw left side, but it's
incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
A little miscommunication there, and now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On comes the punter now,
formation
as he is on to punt for Green Bay. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They go play action for Murray. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Michael Parsons.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this one in.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cards offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's Murray. He's going to air this one out for Jones. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's now
I love
second
that they
and 10.
continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No
Big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's third and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on fourth down. So I don't love third and short bomb punt. I do love third and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
Take over
and he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Now Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
To Josh Jacobs.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On second down,
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it.
Love's pass.
A pickup of 15 in the air. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
A second down throw for Love. Pass, punt, it's golden. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 16 yards.
A gain there of 16 yards.
Packers.
Good for a Green Bay first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one not quite on target.
Intended for Romeo Dobbs.
That one falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Love out quickly to Dobbs.
Love's pass.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
A gain of 15.
Give him 15
And the
more
Packer
on that
first
one.
down.
On the move. It's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He takes off. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker.
On the scramble.
Spot it where the slide begins. That's a
It's a
pickup
gain of
of about 9.
Brings up second.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5,
behind
and
the
that's
line
all.
of scrimmage. It's a
The
loss of a
key
yard.
to great defensive
And
line
it's
play is the
third
get-off.
down.
When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
3rd and a yard. Here's Love to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag
Personal
down.
foul,
Big
roughing the
call
passer,
here.
defense.
It was 3rd down.
Automatic first down.
What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. Jacobs. Diving for the end zone. And he's in.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
And what happened there? Kick doesn't even get there off the crossbar. No good. No extra point added.
Brandon
Both teams
McManus
ready to
kick
go
off
once
for
more
Green Bay.
as the kick's away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And he'll bring it out to the
Cardinals take over
22-yard
1st and
line.
10.
That's where the offense
At
will
their
take
own
the field.
22-yard line.
The Cardinals offense back onto the field. For their next possession, they'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This one broken up.
Murray's
It's
pass,
incomplete. The
intended
defender
for
right there
Marvin
with
Harrison
him.
Jr.
It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings
And
up
really what stands
2nd
out
and
to me
10
the most
at
in
the
this first half, Mike,
22-yard
is just
line.
there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete.
Murray's pass,
That's one you'd think he'd be
intended
able to
for
corral.
Michael Wilson.
Can't find the handle,
Incomplete.
and it's going to lead to a 3rd
Brings up
down.
a 3rd down and
Anytime
10
you
yards
see a
to
receiver
go.
at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Amari DiMercado.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Pat
Here's the
O'Donnell
punter
in
now.
punt formation.
He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he couldn't get that one to check
The
up.
Packers
It'll
take
keep
over
bouncing
first
into
and
the end
10
zone.
At their
It's a
own
touchback.
20-yard line.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
A gain of
That's
14.
his 3rd catch of this first
down,
half,
Green
and
Bay.
good enough for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That one reeled in by Golden.
Pass.
He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
This is one of
Brings
those
up
throws
2nd
where you're
and
hoping you do
5
most of the
at
damage after
42-yard
the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Back to throw is Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Daniel
comes the
Whelan
Packers
in punt
punting team.
formation for the Packers. The Cardinals
Out
take
comes the
over
Arizona
first and
offense.
10
They get ready for
at
their
their
next
own
possession.
20-yard line.
They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Let's get a pick right here, y'all. Let's get a pick. Let's across the wood.
Now Murray. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up
pass.
incomplete.
Intended
That's a
for
pass
Marvin
he say he
Harrison
should have
Jr.
had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up
Brings
second.
up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard
Oftentimes,
line.
it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. you start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On second down, Murray. He's going to tuck it and go.
Kyler Murray
And he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up
It's a gain of 6.
And it'll be
Makes
third
it
down.
3rd and 4.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
That's Harrison in motion. Murray on third down. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
That's his
That's
third
good
catch of
for
this
a
first half,
Cardinals.
and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
At his 48-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To number 18, Marvin Harrison Jr. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Throwing Murray. Will set up the screen to DeMarcado. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain.
Offensively landing
That's
a lot of
good
body
for
blows on this
Cardinals.
drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball
First and
downfield
10 at
and
the
remain so
39-yard
efficient,
line.
both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll get forward for a couple.
Amari DeMarcado, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain
Already
of 12
closing
yards.
in on 100 yards
That's
receiving
another
in the first
Cardinals
half. That
first
one
down.
picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That ball
Murray's
out of the
pass.
reach.
Intended
The
for
receiver's
Greg
outstretched
Dortch.
arms. It is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. That one too far out in front.
Intended for Zay Jones. Incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So, on
Chad
4th down,
Ryland
out comes
for
Chad
the field
Ryland
goal.
for the Arizona field goal.
A 45-yard attempt.
This from 45 yards away. And that one
His
not
kick
going to
is
have
no
enough
good.
leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
On first down, it's Love. That one
Love's
down the
pass
field,
intended for Tucker
it is
Kraft.
incomplete.
Incomplete.
Tucker Kraft was the intended
Leads to
receiver
second
there.
and 10 at the
And it'll bring up
35-yard
second
line.
down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's his
A gain
third
of
catch of
19
this
yards.
first half and good enough for a first down.
Packers.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
And he can't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
Good
Matthew
job
Golden.
defensively to meet him just as the ball was
Brings up
arriving.
second and
It'll bring up
10.
second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And
Josh
he'll get
Jacobs, the
nothing
ball carrier.
here. Back to the
He was
line of
taken
scrimmage,
down
and
behind
that's
the line
all.
of scrimmage. A loss of
Where a
yard on the
defender
play.
makes his tackles
it's
tells you a lot
third
about his
down.
abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Brings up fourth down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
For the Packers.
Packers set to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
The Cardinals
And we
take
will not
over
have a
first
return
and 10
this one
at
angled
their own
out of bounds.
13-yard line.
The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we control the game, man.
They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of
gain of 17 yards.
and a very quick first
And the
down.
Cardinals
And
first
these are the
down.
explosive runs that open
First and
everything
10
up.
at the
There's all this
30-yard
conversation
line.
about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On second down, here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Murray's pass.
And they'll work this
Complete to
close
Trey
to a first
McBride.
down, maybe just
That's
a
a gain
tad
of
short.
8. Brings up
The
third
drag route.
and
We used to
2.
say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got his man. It's Harrison. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's
good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, and I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Arizona taking first time over the ball carrier. Stop. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll stick with him again. Timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Stop with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter.
3rd and 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
3rd and 2. Now Murray. He'll try to run for it. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
17 yards.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Working out of the gun, Murray. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal.
For the Arizona field goal.
About as short as you can get.
21-yard attempt.
He missed twice already, but this one goes through. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half.
Brendan McManus
First half
to
played
kick
out
off
a
for
bit
Green
as
Bay.
we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard
Greg
line.
Dortch on the return.
Here's Marvin Harrison
the
Jr.
take over
and the
1st
Cardinal
and 10
offense.
at their
Heading back
own
out onto the
26-yard
field.
line.
They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Murray keeping it himself. And he will slide to a halt when he does have the first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
We're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. That falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
2nd down, Murray. He'll get this out wide to DeMarcado. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field, as the officials will sort this one out.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. At left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Cardinals first down.
Give him 10 more on that one.
10 at
Just
the
enough for
19-yard line.
Another first down. As they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Murray will throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He pulls it in around the 5.
This pitch and catch may have worked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
This the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Murray now. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going nowhere. Behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Chad Ryland on 4th down,
for the
field goal.
Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. This about as short as you can get. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are back within a score. They trail out by 6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Chad Ryland
So
to
Ryland
kick
now,
off for
following
Arizona.
a field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10.
The Packers
At their
offense
own
getting ready for
28-yard
their
line.
opening possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Josh
At
Jacobs,
best, might have even lost a yard there.
He was brought down by
I
Max
promise you,
Melton.
that is not how they
It's
wanted
a
to
loss
start
of a
this
yard.
drive, Mike. I mean,
Brings
to get
up
blown
2nd
up
and
at
11.
the point of attack,
At the 26-yard
there was just
line.
nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Love. This one is complete along the sideline. Trying to jump to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Complete to
They
Tucker
get 15
Kraft.
on that game.
A gain of 15.
First down, Packers.
And a Packer
This is
first
quarterback
down.
play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The
Love's
defender
pass.
right there with
Intended
him.
for Matthew
It brings up
Gomez.
2nd down.
Incomplete.
All
It
things
leads to
considered,
2nd and
it's
10.
actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete.
Intended
Might
for
tell you after the game, he
Dontavian
should have
Wicks.
come up with that one.
Incomplete.
He doesn't. And now third
It's
down comes up.
third down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how
yards to
good
go.
you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Love's
Buda
pass.
Baker with
Intended
the
for
coverage
Romeo
defensively,
Doubs.
able to break that
Incomplete.
one up.
Buda
I just
Baker
don't like
there
the
on
look of this
coverage.
passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball
Daniel
over through the air.
Whelan in
Truthfully,
punt
with
formation
how
for the
dangerous some of these
Packers.
throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Cardinals take over
offense
first
ready
and
to get
10
back at it.
at their
The
own
deficit,
20-yard
6
line.
points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. On the ground, DeMarcado. Might find someplace to go, but nothing developing.
The tackle by
Tackle
Quay
behind the
Walker.
line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2. Brings
Back's
up
doing everything in his
2nd and
power to
12
try to get that
at
ball
the
around the edge
18-yard
to the
line.
boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he got rid of that one quickly before the
Intended for
receiver
Michael
knew what
Wilson.
was going on.
Incomplete.
That's incomplete. Trying
Makes
to get it
third
to
down
Michael
and
Wilson
12 yards
that
to
time.
go.
Now it's going to be third down. To throw is Murray. Taking off and trying to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a
A gain
first
of
down.
12 yards.
This is an
That's
element
good
that
for a
defensively you
Cardinals
always have to be
first
ready to
down.
defend. You can't just
First
accept
and
that it's a
10 at the
pass and be so
30-yard
consumed
line.
with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They go play action now. Murray. He'll take off again. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
First down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
He'll run. It's Immerkava. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. A gain of 17 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
17 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Now Murray on first down. There he goes again. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck
A gain
to
of
end
10
the play.
yards.
10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
First and 10
We've seen this quarterback have
32-yard
some
line.
effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
He is met and dropped.
The ball carrier.
A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
On the tackle.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Murray now on center. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 10 yards on the play.
He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Murray looking to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but fourth and long. Coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down.
It's
not only
down.
taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Here's Murray. That's complete his big target, McBride.
Murray's pass.
Well, that helps to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Third and 2.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Murray on third down. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And the Cardinals are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark him down at the 6-yard line.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down at the 8.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's turn it up. Here we go. Here we go.
Still first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Murray. Touchdown, Arizona.
Cardinals.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
Chad
Extra point
Ryland
now
for
by
the extra
Ryland.
point.
And this
The
one
kick
is
is
no
blocked
good.
and no
He
good.
missed the extra
That
point
ties the
in this
game
tight
at
game.
19.
Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along.
Chad
So back
Ryland
to level
kick off
after the
for
touchdown.
Arizona.
Time for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And he'll get about 5.
The handoff to
the
Josh
30-yard line.
Jacobs. He was brought down by Max Melton. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second and 4. And motion, it's Golden. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Cardinals take
The
over
Cards
first
offense, and
10
Kyler Murray
at
set
their
to take
own
over once
20-yard
again.
line.
And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line.
He was brought down by Javon Bullard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 3rd down, Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
They get 21.
That's good for a Cardinals.
It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Up the middle they go. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on Paris Johnson, the tackle. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and
long. The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's caught.
Offside. Defense.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's taken. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Murray. And this is incomplete. But it looked like that defender got a
Offside.
head start.
Defense.
Let's check the call.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Amari Giannotta. Touchdown, Cardinals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Chad
Now
Ryland
for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will go up by 7.
26, Packers 19.
Here's Ryland now.
To kick off
TD. He'll send this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 34-yard
And as of
line.
right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Here's Love. To the left side. He finds Kraft. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Green Bay.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A very quick throw there, but
Love's
not on the same page with his
intended
target.
for Matthew
That's
Golden.
incomplete.
Incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing is Love. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Big play coming up. This is third down. To throw is Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended
That
for
is a
Romeo
letdown
Dobbs.
there. Pass looked to be on target.
It's
No catch.
fourth down.
And now fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down?
Daniel
Something these
Whelan
teams
in
stress
punt
all
formation
week.
for the Packers.
Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And not the greatest
Cardinals
of
take
results
over
here.
first
This
and
is going to
10
hit the field of play
at their
and
own
continue
27-yard
out of
line.
bounds. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Plant. It's Murray. In the middle and finds McBride, his tight end. They'll mark him down up
gain
at
of
the
17
44-yard
yards.
line.
And the
They'll gain
Cardinals
17
first
on
down.
that one. A very quick
First and 10
down.
at the 44-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Michael
Parsons. He
It's
gets
a
in
loss
to
of
drop
8.
him.
Brings
It's
up
a
second
loss
and
of
18.
8.
At the
You can tell that
36-yard
all
line.
these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Murray. They'll set up the screen to DeMarcado. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and a long way to go. Working out of the gun, Murray. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Here's first and 10. A run with Carter. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Michael Carter, the ball carrier. Keyshawn Nixon on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now. Here's second and 4. Now DeMarcado. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold them to a gain of just 3.
Keyshawn
After
Nixon
that short
on the
run,
stop.
puts them a little bit closer
It's
to
a
the
gain
first
of
down
3.
marker, and
Brings
they're
up
going to need to
third
create
and
more
2.
running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and 2. Here we go. A carry. This is Carter.
Michael Carter, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up fourth down and 1.
They only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a punt, and he's going to have the Chargers.
And this is one of those plays, Mike, that's a little tough for the defense to stomach. They got a chance to get off the field, and they just weren't able to get enough penetration, prevent him from picking up the 1 yard that he needed.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Carter. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Murray. Picked off by Neha. And the Packers are good at the 32-yard line.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2nd down throw for Love. There's Kraft, the tight end.
Love's pass.
Well, he's brought down, and pass is going to pick up 4. And
5 yards on the
3rd
play.
down.
And it's
All right, so anytime you're
down.
facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, it's Love. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Automatic 1st down.
First and 10.
Check.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And a good run there.
The ball
Get
carrier.
him 5 yards.
Mac Wilson on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Love. And to Kraft, the tight end downfield.
Love's pass.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
That's 2
First
catches
down,
on this drive.
Packers.
This one for 23 yards.
Waste of time. What's going on, guys? Oh, man, come on. Let's do it.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Green Bay.
On play action, Love. That is into the hands of Wicks.
Love's pass.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes.
And goal.
You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. In motion, it's Golden. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Love.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one
is good.
Online. And
Makes
it
the
is
score
good.
Cardinals 26.
Well, every bit helps as they draw
22.
just a little bit closer.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down
past
take
over
25.
first and 10.
Decent field position to start this drive.
Line.
Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
The run here. It's Carter. This defense over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Brought down back
at this point, the defense
line.
has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On the run to the right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
And the Cardinals,
And
first
that's
down.
a record run. It will break
First and
Colin
10 at
Kaepernick's
the
single-game
50-yard
mark
line.
for rushing yards by a quarterback. Kaepernick had 181 back in the divisional playoff January of 2013. This game surpasses that one. McBride is the motion man. On the run, here's Carter. And he'll get about 5.
Michael Carter is the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field.
Holding.
And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Murray will throw. Now a screen set up for
Murray's
Carter.
pass.
And that one's not fooling
to
anyone.
Michael Carter.
They were on that screen from the start.
He's brought down back
And
at
a
the
loss
40-yard
of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. And he'll just have to throw this
Murray's
one away.
pass.
There was
Thrown
nowhere
the
to go
sideline and
downfield.
incomplete.
And now it's going to bring up
Edgerrin
a
Cooper
4th
on
down.
the coverage.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some
Pat
clock.
O'Donnell
So
in punt
with that
formation.
incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Packers take over
Josh
1st
Jacobs
and 10.
and the Packers
at their
offense
own
heading back
20-yard
onto
line.
the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. And
Josh
he'll get
Jacobs,
back
the
to the
ball
line of
carrier.
scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down right at
We're seeing
the line
such
of
an
scrimmage.
uptick, Mike, across
No
the
gain on
league
the
in these
play.
hybrid
Brings up
kind of
2nd and
positionless
10
defenders,
at the
especially
20-yard line.
safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On 2nd down, Love. Throw here down the field.
Love's pass
Will fall.
intended for
Incomplete.
Romeo Dobbs.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long. And when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys. And it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
3rd and 10. To throw is Love. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down.
Personal foul.
Big
Roughing the
call
passer.
here.
Defense.
It was 3rd down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40.
Josh Jacobs,
We'll
the
give him
ball
6 on
carrier.
that play.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Here we go. Third and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Oh, he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. Could have depended on the spot, but it looks like he's short.
Brings up
this is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Daniel Whelan in punt formation for the Packers.
Forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Out comes the Arizona
take over
offense.
first
They get
and
ready
10
for their next possession.
at their own
The lead
20-yard
sits
line.
at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. Keeping it himself. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
Ball carrier. The tackle by Quay Walker. A 5-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
Now it's second and 1. Set it down. He picked up the first down.
7-yard gain.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. On the toss, they'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Taken down right
and
at the
third
line
and
of scrimmage.
final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag.
Still third down.
So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Back to the ground after the penalty. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. The Cardinals lining up for formation as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
2:06 on the clock. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning. They've got a first down. Here's Lowe to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete.
Love's pass.
They cannot hook
intended
up
for
there.
Tucker Kraft.
And that takes us to the 2-minute
It's
warning.
second down and 10.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll get maybe three out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before third down. That one caught. He finds Bolden.
Complete to Matthew Bolden.
Pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a
And
Green
the
Bay
Packers
first down.
First down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Right back to Golden. He's got it again.
Love's pass.
And he'll get about
Complete
3
to
as
Matthew
he's
Bolden.
forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard
Receiver
line.
just finds himself in a
A
really
3-yard
nice
pickup.
groove, and
Brings up
there's these
second
weird times
and
in the
7.
game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And his offense is going to be all set up. Going through a field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks great for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.